I reckon a Labor-Liberal coalition probably makes the most sense. I reckon that's the one that we should have.
Come on, Richard. You just... Honestly, that's such a silly thing to have said. Our values are so different.
Okay, let's just quickly move to our next question. It's from Hannah Taylor.
There's been ongoing discussion of preference deals between the Liberals and the Greens in a mutual attempt to undercut Labor seats. Wouldn't any such preference deal, whether formal or informal, be a complete betrayal of the values of both of your parties?
Particularly when you want an alliance with them.
So let's just be clear, we won't be preferencing the Liberal Party in any seat in the country. We've made that very clear. We'll do what we've done in most elections. Our branches will preference Labor. In some seats they won't like the Labor candidate and they won't recommend preferences to anybody. That's the decision that I suspect we'll make. You've got Anthony...
Isn't that essentially a strategic decision?
No, we've
done seats where you've got a chance of...
No, it's not. We've done that, I think, in every election I've been involved in, Tony.
You made a deal with Michael
And in fact,
Kroger.
you know what's interesting?
I mean, he's not denying you made the
only person out there canvassing...
Sorry, you need to respond to that.
What was the question?
But you're doing it because you made the deal with the Liberals. I mean, you're not denying you made the deal.
What deal are you
Michael
talking about?
Kroger's saying that you made
Michael Kroger said it. It must be true.
So you're denying it?
Yes, I am, absolutely.
There's no deal with the Liberals?
There is no deal with the Liberal Party. There is absolutely no deal. The only deal that I'm aware of is a deal between the Labor Party and the Liberal Party in Melbourne Ports, where Michael Danby has said he would rather have a Liberal member of Parliament than a Greens member, effectively in a hung Parliament potentially handing government to the Liberals. And we've got Anthony Albanese out there saying, please, to the Liberal Party, please give me your preferences. He's been out there for the past 2 weeks with a begging bowl saying, we desperately need your preferences to help me get over the line, pleading for Liberal preferences.
Give me your primary vote to voters, because that's actually what's going to matter in that seat.
Let me quickly go to Steve Chabot here. I mean, Michael Kroger, Victorian power broker of the Liberal Party, did want to do agreements with the Greens. Have any of them happened? Would you support such an agreement, your preference swapping deal?
Richard's already made his point very clear in terms of there being no deal. But, you know, for me, Tony, it's quite fascinating to watch Terry and Richard bicker, because you see, what's fascinating about this election is that the Labor Party knows that they're in serious strife, because they obviously appeal to the centre-left. Richard knows this is the best opportunity that the Greens have ever had to really strike forward. They're trying to do that. The way in which you see this playing out is, take, for example, on border protection. The Labor Party is split, massively split on border protection. More than 30 candidates and members have now openly repudiated Bill Shorten's position on border protection. Richard knows it. He's tapping into those who say, well, you know, the way forward isn't what the government's currently doing. And the Labor Party's completely split down the guts, because you've got people like Terry and others who say, no, there's no difference between us and the Liberal Party. And then you've got those on the far left of the party. Those on the far left of the party who are saying, we're with the Greens, we're with the Greens. I mean, this is the fundamental problem that Labor's got, the challenge they've got to get over. Richard knows it. That's why he's excited, because he says, Tony, this is the best chance we've ever had to get more Greens members in.
I know this is really hard to believe, but I don't care what the Labor Party think about this issue. I care about those kids who are rotting in hellholes in those offshore camps, because we've got a Liberal government and a Labor Party who haven't got the courage to stand up and say these are people who are going to make a contribution to this country, and a decent society doesn't take innocent people and harm them, and we know they're being harmed, to send a message to someone else.
So, Richard, how come you didn't care, mate?
Innocent people.
How come? Okay, I'm going to cut that one off there. You both had you say, I want to hear our next question, totally different subject. It's from Nathan Schultz.
My question is to Steve.
Hang on a sec. Can you please stand up, Nathan?